While colleges are commonly seen as isolated environments of growth and development, thousands of students are currently dealing with food insecurity. According to the Office of Scholarships and Financial Aid at Georgia Tech, the average cost of attending college at GT is now almost $28,000 per year for in-state students and roughly $49,000 for those attending from out of state. While scholarships and loans may be awarded to certain students with demonstrated financial need, that money still isn't enough for some students to afford their education, and those students may need to take on multiple jobs or prioritize certain expenses over others. When students are in a tough financial bind, they may choose to give up food in order to pay for their other expenses, and when money gets tight, they might find themselves in a situation of food insecurity. According to a study by a group of researchers from the Perelman School of Medicine at the University of Pennsylvania, the burden of college costs and food insecurity is strongly associated with an increased risk of depression and anxiety, especially in college populations. Thus, if these students are unable to get the money for enough food or to cover their college costs, they are more likely to be troubled by depression and anxiety, two mental health issues that will hurt their overall mental well-being and distract them from their schoolwork. Further, in a recent study by 3 researchers at the Rollins School of Public Health at Emory University, they identified that approximately 29% of college students in Georgia experience food insecurity, and that food insecurity also leads to a decline in the student's GPA and academic success. This issue ties into Maslow's hierarchy of needs, a psychological theory that humans have a pyramid of needs, with food insecurity being the primary needs at the bottom of the pyramid and self-actualization being the harder to reach need at the top. And if the lower needs are not met, it becomes harder and nearly impossible for the upper levels to be fulfilled. Thus, if these students are unable to fill their need for food and nutrition, they will find it harder to focus on and accomplish their schoolwork when their basic survival needs are not being properly taken care of. While a significant part of the declining academic performance is due to the weight of the issue of food insecurity on the student's mental and physical well-being, another major part is due to what the student has to do to earn the money to continue attending college. Some students have to take on multiple jobs to cover these costs, and when their time becomes filled with hours working, they have less time to spend focusing on their schoolwork, and their grades quickly begin to slip. According to a study by 2 researchers from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, this limited time left to spend on school causes many of the food insecure students to lower their course hours and attend school on a part-time basis, which in turn causes them to take longer to complete the degree, steadily increasing the overall cost of their college attendance, as well as their living expenses and student fees that continue to pile up as they continue to take longer to finish their degree. Unfortunately, for many students, the pressure eventually forces them to drop out of college altogether, an act that is extremely detrimental for these individuals later in life, as they are held back from earning a degree that could have opened many higher-paying job opportunities for them, but no longer will. Thus, since food insecurity interferes with the mental well-being and academic performance of Georgia Tech students in such situations, the Institute should put a focus on implementing more food pantries and reduced-cost meal plans for their students. In previous years, GT had a program called Clemma's Kitchen that was adopted by the Campus Kitchen Project and aimed to provide free food to students who were unable to obtain it on their own. Unfortunately, since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, this program has died out, and other on-campus resources addressing food insecurity at GT have been few and far between. If the Institute were to reinstate this previously beneficial program so that it could actively help more students and currently provide free food to those who need it, the food insecure students who are currently attending Georgia Tech could finally fulfill the first level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, simultaneously reducing their experiences of depression and anxiety while allowing the students to focus more on their studies, allowing them a better chance at graduation with better job opportunities sure to come in their futures.